What really triggered me to get into the ecosystem was the innovation that Polkadot as a layer 0 brings to the blockchain space. So in it, other than Bitcoin, Ethereum or existing chains, it was really for me the innovation that we bring in to provide shared security, to build actually parachains on top of a layer 0. And I was like, cool, this is such an energy I want to be part of. And that's why I joined.
And how long has it been since then?
2018, like 5 years since then. Yeah, so.
And what are you enjoying about this conference so far?
Yeah, Consensus is a great mix between really media-related content, right? I mean, it's CoinDesk Consensus, but also developer-focused content, like developer relation teams are here. So for this year, it's a great conference to be at to overall push the branding. And also showcase our demo and showcasing our latest technologies on a more high level, which actually pushes us to use very easy digestible language, which is always a good challenge for Web3 companies.
I think so, because you want to make sure that the user is understanding what you're doing.
Correct, yeah.
But I mean, other than fat contracts, isn't there another aspect of Phala people should know about? I mean, what is your, other than the fat contract and the real world data off chain, what is it that Phala, what's the idea and vision behind Phala?
So our, let's say, new vision that we are putting out is called Trusted Extended. So we want to extend the trustless in a network. And it's really about the underlying tech that we bring, that we have our off-chain network with the on-chain network, which is our parachain on Polkadot. And we really want to overcome the limitations for people to use centralized cloud providers. But how they access this is mainly through fat contract.
I see. So is it because the data becomes so digestible to go on-chain? Or what help me understand, because a lot, people use centralized storage because it's easy, it's accessible. So why would they, for example, migrate from what they have to what you're doing?
Yeah, so Phala is not a storage solution. We provide mainly CPU power, which is the computation. And on that sense, why people would use a decentralized solution over, let's say, a centralized solution is that we provide integrated privacy. All our nodes run on secure enclaves, so you can never access any information that's actually computed on the off-chain workers. We have 100% uptime, so to say, because it's a decentralized network. No one can shut it down, right, in differentiation to an AWS or a GCP. And we have the scalability also on the off-chain part, because we have the blockchain network, but we have an off-chain part which you can actually scale up.
I see. So that's what you're saying. So you solve the part of security, but also the scalability.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so just to make sure that we got this correctly, it's taking the ability to have that computational power and making it decentralized.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so how would a company use that, let's say? Could you give an example?
Yeah, so our main users or target users are Web3 builders, right? DApp builders that build a DApp or decentralized application. And if you look into existing infrastructure, most of the dApps, these DApp builders or these applications, they still use maybe they use already an IPFS, like a decentralized storage, but they don't use a decentralized cloud computation, right? They use GCP or AWS. And that's what we want to replace. So our target users are these builders that are at the moment using centralized services, and we want to fully decentralize their backend by providing Phala Network with fat contract, which they can actually access and easily integrate into their dApp.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. The last question that I'll ask you is, do you think blockchain will lead to financial literacy?
Say this again, please.
What do you think blockchain could lead to financial literacy?
Literacy?
Yeah, understanding finance.
Oh, yes, it can definitely. I don't think it's the main or the only thing that blockchain can do, right? In my terms, I think blockchain can also really help people understand to learn about data privacy, data availability, and the ownership of data. That's more what I think is much more powerful. But of course, the use case of cryptocurrencies and learning about how to invest and use cryptocurrencies definitely helps for these kind of learnings, how people actually see financial freedom.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for your time. It's good to see you again, and I'm
Yes,
sure we'll
so nice.
see each other soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.